Hello and welcome. I am very excited to bring you this video, which is the 8 most useful Photoshop shortcuts. This is going to be ideal for anyone who's just getting into Photoshop and wants to improve their skills and get faster at editing using these shortcuts. So first of all, the free transformation Ctrl T shortcut. This is something that I would say I use probably every single time I edit on Photoshop, and it's probably the most useful shortcut in my opinion. It allows you to basically change the scale or rotation or many other adjustments like that, and just something that you may want to may help you. If you hold shift while you're trying to change the size, it will allow you to move the image or whatever it is while keeping the size ratio the same so it doesn't get distorted and things like that. So next we have the duplicate layers Ctrl J shortcut. It's really simple. Basically allows you to create a copy of a single layer, and the new version of that layer will be called the previous name with copy on the end. Then another one that I use loads, the zoom in and zoom out Ctrl plus or Ctrl minus shortcuts. It's basically what it is. It allows you to zoom in and zoom out, and I'd also say that I use that one every single time I edit on Photoshop. We've also got the merge layers Ctrl E shortcut. This is really helpful if you want to condense lots of small layers into one single layer, and although it's not one that I use that often, it is definitely very useful when I do need to do this. Also, the Ctrl G, which is group layers shortcut, is really helpful when you're trying to organize all the different layers in your project. So you can select the layers and put them in a group. If you use Premiere Pro, then the Premiere version of this is called creating a bin, and it just allows you to sort out all your layers, and so you can name the groups and things like that. It's just really helpful. Also, when you're using the quick selection tool or the magic wand tool, is the shortcut Ctrl D. This is deselect. It allows you to deselect the layers that you've selected. So if you're using the magic wand tool and you've selected the white background of something that you just wanted to cut out, and then if you press backspace to delete the white background, then if you just press Ctrl D, this is going to allow you to deselect the outlined area that you have selected. Now these last two aren't actually standard when you download Photoshop, so you actually have to assign them yourself. So I'll just show you how to do that quickly. So first of all, you go to the edit menu at the top of the screen and go down to the bottom where you will see keyboard shortcuts. So click on that and this screen should pop up. Now I'll tell you the final 2 most useful shortcuts in Photoshop now. So the first one is place embedded. This allows you to just import a file into your project, and it's something I found myself doing all the time. So to assign this as a shortcut, you need to go into File on this keyboard shortcuts menu and scroll down to where you should see Place Embedded. And at the moment, as you can see, it already says Ctrl P because I already assigned it previously. But on the right, if I just delete this, I'll show you how to assign a keyboard shortcut now. So you click on Place Embedded, and physically on your keyboard press Ctrl P. So actually press that on your keyboard. And it might say Ctrl P is already being used as the shortcut for print, but you can just go ahead and say accept conflict and continue, because otherwise the shortcut won't work. So now we've assigned that, we're going to do our final useful shortcut, which is also a custom one, and that's Ctrl L, which allows you to create a new layer. I find this really useful when I just want to type a text layer or something like that, and it prevents you from have to click the new layer icon at the bottom right. So it's just basically, again, to save time. So to assign you have to basically just do the same thing, but in the menus you've got to find create a new layer and just replace the shortcut with Ctrl L by doing the same thing as before. So that is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it and found it quite useful, please leave a like, and if you want to see some more videos, subscribe as well.